Better late, better late than never. Um, yeah, I had a. Hold on, let me clear my throat. Had a little bit of a wild time tonight. I've told you guys a couple times that I live like right next to a shopping center. Like not right next to it, but like a couple houses down. I basically live on a main road, right? And there was an accident. Like happens all the time. There's always accidents right by my house. Kmart, what's up? Um, my house has like a really weird intersection that like shit happens there all the time. I don't know. I guess people just don't know how to drive. Um, there's an accident right outside my fucking house. So a lot of just stuff going on outside. I went outside just like kind of just being a nosy neighbor sort of thing, and captured my attention for a little bit. I came back inside, put my head down. I was like, "Fuck it." The Asian spa is across the street. The Asian spa is across the street. I got a shopping center right next door. I live on a main road, dude. It's like worst thing about it is I live on this main road, and like at night, like if you even like if I even toss and turn a little bit at night, like you have fucking trucks, like big trucks going up and down the road at night, like a lot of noise around here. It's a little bit much. It's not great, but that's what happens when you. It's one of those things. You get what you pay for. Like, does that make sense? Like, I'm trying to think of how to say that. I'm like a little bit like disoriented right now. I'm a little bit tired. It's been a long fucking week, so I kind of just ranted there without even really having any direction to go in. So, um, but yeah, I live on a main road. I got an Asian spa right across the street. I got a shopping center like two, like I'm not next to the shopping center, but the house next to me is next to the shopping center. So a lot goes on around here. Main road. That's what happens when you live on the main road. That's just what it is. 25 crafties, dude. You know what it is? I always look like I'm waiting for $25. You know what it is, dude? I don't mind living here. I don't mind it at all. It's just like stuff always is going on. There's always something like, there's noise coming from the shopping center. It's a very busy shopping center. It is what it is, man. I'm not like some cranky old man by any means. My friend's family bought a house near LAX and they say it's too noisy. I mean, yeah, that should be like a no-brainer, Mike. I would think buying a house by LAX would be kind of a no-brainer that there's going to be a lot of noise coming in and out of there. Yeah, that seems like 101. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I do not want the Hornets in a 7-game series. I mean, the Hornets, I think, like, I don't think the Hornets would necessarily beat the Cavs or like anybody up top, but the Hornets would definitely tire some teams out. They're the type of team that, like, they would give you a series that just would not be fun to play against. That's more so the idea of you're not looking forward to playing the Hornets because they're gonna make you work for it. And yeah, I get what you're saying. Hornets do have some players. They really do, dude. I love Con Kneppel. I think like he might have been the steal of like he may have been the steal of the last 10 drafts. Sorry, I've also been drinking like extra doses of magnesium citrate because I don't have to go into detail. If you know what magnesium citrate is, you know why I'm drinking it. Hey, how you doing tonight? I'm a lot going on tonight, DSAR. So it's like kind of fucking me up because that stuff like I don't know if anybody's ever taken it, but it's like the war like it totally like just turns everything into fucking it's a total disaster. But no, dude, Con Kneppel might be the best the steal of like the last 10 drafts. Would you take 20 back shots to avoid getting drafted into World War III? I don't think they'll want me. Bro, I want my money back. This blunt won't burn. I mean, I didn't sell it to you, so I can't give you your money back. But what do you mean it won't burn? What does that mean? Is that Pepto Bismol? No, not the same thing. It's not the same. No. Um, it's more so for the flow of everything. You getting a colonoscopy soon? I probably like I'm getting close to that age. When did they say you should get your first one? Like 40? I'm not there yet. I'm actually like pretty far away, but at some point. He's almost at a 50 40 90 Con Kneppel. He's having a great year. He's a very good basketball player. And obviously like LaMelo Ball. I think LaMelo Ball is extremely talented. They got a good team. Derek is saying, "Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm here." Derek, what's up, man? Your Kings are getting dusted right now. I got the game on, but it is what it is, man. Tough one. Drop a like for your favorite gay streamer. Thanks, Morts. Appreciate it, man. Yo, you hooker, I'm here. Hell yeah. I don't care about that game anymore. Yeah, that you don't need that. Nobody needs that. That was like kind of like the St. John's game last night. I shut that thing off in the first half. I was like, I don't need this. I don't need this shit anymore. I don't need to, ruin my night any further than it's already been ruined. So yeah, that's that. The only reason I have it on is because it's the only game on right now. Like, we need like I wish they had like a midnight tip for a college basketball game. I'm a proctologist. I can help you out. My license plate says ass man. Great reference. So you're the ass man. Great reference. Shout out a little Seinfeld action there. I haven't watched Seinfeld in years. Like I haven't seen like many episodes recently. But I need to get back on that. I need to like rewatch Seinfeld from the beginning. Ahoy! I'm literally heading back to sleep, but can't not leave it like and comment. Joe Waters, what's up, man? How we doing? Long time no talk, my guy. How is everything? Coop is a few injury games away from handing Rookie of the Year to Khan. Yeah, I mean, what's his face? Cooper Flag's definitely the Rookie of the Year, but Con Knapple's having a very good year. If you watch Con in college, you knew he would be very good in the NBA. His skill fit extremely well for the NBA. In college, I felt like he was as close to like Klay Thompson as we've seen in college, but like he might be a little bit better scorer already. Like I think like he's already like an advanced scorer past the point where Klay Thompson was like when he got into the league. I think the ceiling's endless for a guy like Con Knappel. Cosmo Kramer, the ass man. Nobody remembers his first name. He stopped short. Never eat the wings from Dollar Tree. Oh, Scott. Yeah, I don't know why you would. Dude, it's funny. Every time I go in a Dollar Tree, I look at like the frozen foods they have. And they have like these frozen burritos that like, they're like $1 each. And I'm like, somebody has bought those and eaten them. And it's the biggest mistake they've ever made in their entire life. Basketball is a game with wood, ball, and people. Thank you. Remember, it's shrinkage? Of course. It's always shrinkage. Hey, I'm on my little sister's account, but I'm lovesick. Is there anything? What? You're lovesick? I don't know. I don't know. That's just time. You just need time. I buy all my balls at Dick's. I feel like we all do. You gotta get your balls at Dick's. If there's any place that knows balls well, it's Dick's. I ate the bacon from Dollar Tree and now my neck can't turn. Dude, every time, like I said, every time I go in there, because I take my sister there a lot, she likes to go in there and just shop around and buy stuff. That's like her favorite store. And every time we go past like the freezer aisle, and I'm just like, who in the hell would come here and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try one of these breakfast burritos. It's just like you're asking for death. You're asking for like, you're just asking for a bad time. Let's teach our kids to change the oil. Oh God, I'm not gonna go into that. Khan has made the most threes in a rookie season. He did. Yeah, no, he's a fantastic basketball player. My pronouns are he was. All right. What went on tonight? What else? Yeah, there was like a whole commotion outside though. There's like I said, another accident. There's always accidents at this fucking intersection over here. They gotta like fix the lights and shit. Like it's a whole everything about Long Island. Like 95% of like these like big intersections on Long Island, like the way the lights work. Like I don't know who put everything together. There's some company like Johnson Lights or something like that. They really fucked everything up because it's a mess out here. Stupid hat. Thanks, man. Justin Fields for president. Glad my Bears got rid of him. Dude, you know what? Like Justin Fields, I was like the idea of him going into last year was so exciting because like I never thought he was gonna be a good quarterback, but I thought at least like we were gonna have some fun. And I was wrong. We had no fun. Justin Fields was miserable. I like your hat. Thanks, Quentin. Fields is a bum. Fields is just not an NFL quarterback, man. He doesn't have any of the ability. Like it sucks. He had one more shot. Like the Jets gave him a shot. The Jets really had nothing to lose giving him a shot. He catfished us week one. I thought that week after against the Steelers, I was like, this is the guy. I was like, Justin Fields is going to be good. And he totally fell apart after that. Autism Jets fan. Wow. Okay. Damn, bro. You have any bigger hats? I don't have any bigger ones than this. This is I have two that are the same size. I might need to upgrade at some point because I think at some point, like the gimmick gets old and you guys are looking for bigger and bigger and bigger. Gun is also the fastest to 200 threes in NBA history. That's impressive. I did not know that. I've never had hope in Justin Fields. I mean, like I said, Justin Fields was a good, he was a good archetype for like a college quarterback, but he really he didn't have the tools. I never felt like he's a great athlete. I will say, a guy like Justin Fields, I could see him playing in the NFL and still being I could see him being like a gadget type guy, if he could become like a Taysom Hill type. I think he could do it because he's a very good athlete. No, not at all. It's always funny. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I was starting to doubt myself until now. Platinum player. Thank you. God, Sham God, best NBA name. Did he play in the NBA? Did God Sham God play in the NBA? I know he played at Providence. I didn't know he made it to the NBA. You remind me of the sheriff in Scary Movie 3. Thanks to the Mets for letting us have Edwin Diaz. Nobody let you have Edwin Diaz. If you want to keep trying to spin the narrative like that, Edwin Diaz was going to the Dodgers no matter what. Edwin Diaz is a soft loser. You'll see very shortly. Just wait. I can't wait until 2019 Edwin Diaz comes back. I'd love to see you with that hat on a bicycle riding down the road. I think it was funny. I've left the house with this thing on a couple times, and every time it's just been a fucking zoo. Ohio State is a college for any other position but quarterback. Yeah, I mean, in recent memories, the quarterbacks, has there been in Ohio? I'm trying to think. I guess Ohio State quarterbacks really haven't panned out well. What about Mark Gastineau? I met Mark Gastineau a year ago. He is fucking cooked, but I mean, I guess when you play in the NFL, that's just how it is. Nice guy, just definitely got hit in the head too much. I bet this guy is 5 foot. I'm 6 foot 1.5. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, you're good, man. Thoughts on simulation theory? I mean, I think there's a lot of things, H2O, that when you look at certain things, it just seems like there's been glitches in the Matrix and shit, in terms of we're living in a simulation. I think there's definitely, instances of things happening where it's okay, this was a glitch. There's certain things that I've seen that I'm there's no way, there's no way to explain that, but I think it's a fun theory. Do I think it's real? No. You fart a lot and eat a poor diet. Me? No. Owning a con jersey would be cool. Honestly, the Hornets have pretty sweet jerseys. A Colin Knappel Hornets jersey would be pretty sick. You wearing that hat tells me all I need to know. All right. Do you have a jumbo size shoes to complete the ensemble? I don't. Corello, I don't, but that's a very good idea. You've given me wow, I should get jumbo shoes. I'm going to get a Hellebuck USA jersey. That's a pretty fire jersey. I need to get a Team USA jersey. Not that I wear jerseys for anything anymore, but the Islanders were in Montreal tonight, and my buddy said he was going to get his jersey, and then he was going to get the Jack Hughes jersey, and then he was going to go up to Montreal for the game. It's cool of you to be supporting the LGBTQ with that hat, of course. That's the whole reason I wear it. Could wear clown shoes. Me? Like I'm talking to someone else? What do you mean? I mean, I don't think I farted once on stream. I have no idea. I gotta wait for Fanatics to stop slacking. Dude, Connor, buy your fucking jerseys on DHgate, because Fanatics is such a ripoff. You get better quality from China on DHgate, and it's 10 times cheaper. You handled the trolls very well. Yeah, you know what, man? It is what it is. If you can't sit here and stream, and if you're gonna sit here and stream and expect everybody to just be hey, you're the man. Hey, you're the best. Don't do it, because it's not worth it. It's just, you're going to have a bad time here. You have gas and we hear it. I have gas and you hear it. Is it that loud? No, I'm kidding. I did before. You did what? Why his head so little? Flay has 2 belly buttons. I do not have 2 belly buttons. Flagrantly obtuse with the $2. Hey, you're the best. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Wow, I appreciate that. That's really cool of you. Thank you. DH 100% comes out with legit looking jerseys, even though they aren't real thing. It does take a while to arrive, Derek, but especially with the way Fanatics has been making jerseys recently, it's just not even worth like getting an authentic one. Pork chop with the 100, thank you, thank you. Flagrantly obtuse, thank you again for the $2. That means a lot. I'll allow it. Thanks, JS. Like and sub. Thanks, Super Goblin. I got back into to NHL 25, dude. The NHL games are a lot of fun to play. Like, honestly, all sports games are, except for like, I think 2K sucks now. Hell yeah, I fucking love. Wow. I bought multiple jerseys from DHgate and they always came out great. I've never had a problem. I've not once had a problem with DHgate. I know people who've had problems with it, but it's never been that bad. Starting the fun for your jumbo shoes. Thank you, Corello. Thanks for the $1.99. Appreciate it. Really, thank you. Where are you from? I'm from Long Island, New York. I am a New Yorker. I live on Long Island. Living the dream of having to overpay for every fucking thing. I heard another squeaker. Didn't come from me. I live the dream of paying fucking over. I overpay for every single thing I fucking do. Got to get your Knicks Derrick Rose jersey. I had one back in the day. Random. Anyone else work construction? A lot of amazing art from board shitters. We have a Poro John called Pistine Chapel at Work. Ceiling art is epic. Random. Anyone else ever worked? I mean, I've worked certain jobs where some people there's a lot of talent in like these like work with your hands labor jobs. I've never seen art like that, but oh my god, stop crying. Me? I'm chilling, man. Do you need to watch what you oh my god. We got the fucking cult leader back. My non-sports jersey I got off of DHgate was a Wu-Tang Clan jersey, but it was in the form of a basketball jersey. One of my buddies from work has a Wu-Tang Clan jersey. Like that is kind of a fire thing. I didn't know where he got it from, but I guess he got it on DHgate. I love the movie jerseys. Like I have a Calvin Cambridge what's it called? Calvin Cambridge from the night what's the movie? Like Mike. Framing and roofing is always a good time. It is like it sucks for a little bit, pork chop. Like there's something to the idea of like I think every kid like that's in high school or like when they're in college, I think everybody should work summers at like a job where you actually have to do labor because I think it's a really good thing. I think it builds character. A lot of fun. I would say like for a fact, like my the job I work now when I started, it was a little bit of labor. It was a little labor intensive. I would say it's absolutely built my character, like to the point where you know, what the fuck is this? I'm going to house deliver 100 pounds of baby oil. This guy's telling me I'm in danger. Yeah, Morts, that guy, hold on. Fields needs help. Justin Fields? Listen, I finally just hit that guy because I'm going to explain. I don't like blocking people on this channel, but I need to explain this one because SMBR, like that guy, I looked at his channel. I looked him up one day because he kept telling me he was an autistic rapper. So I looked him up just to see what he did, and the guy is legitimately special needs. So I kind of feel bad. He comes in here all the time and threatens me like he's gonna like get his friends to beat me up. And I just I kind of ignore him because it is what it is. But I just have to hide him at this point because he's gonna end up going to the wrong stream one day and somebody's gonna break down his parents' door. And I just think that's a guy that shouldn't have the internet. I'm going to what? Get beat up by the imaginary crew. It is what it is. But pork chop, I more feel bad for the guy because it's like he's like I'm sure he goes to other people's streams and threatens people. Like he's legitimately special needs. I looked up his channel and saw some of the stuff, and I was like, okay, like this is actually somebody that like it's sad. It's actually like kind of upsetting. Like it's probably somebody that should not have full internet access. Oh, what's up, Will? What's going on, man? I didn't see that. I have a Joe Kane jersey from the movie The Program. I've never even heard of that movie, Joe Kane. Yeah, you got to be careful who you threaten. You never know how crazy some people are. Yeah, you know what it is? Pork chop. I don't care. You can come in here and tell me whatever, but like, he's so consistent with it. He comes in here and just says like, because I think he's like super religious too, and I feel like I'm worried that like he's gonna say the wrong thing to somebody. It's not. I just got rid of him because at this point it's like I'm not gonna let him keep going. Your hat is a special need. Very fair. That hat's kind of small on you. Yeah, I got a giant head. It is what it is. Time guy, what's going on? People are wizards with computers too. All they need is an IP and they can SWAT your house. It's really not hard. Like, it's kind of scary how easy it is to figure out who somebody is and where they are. Hopefully you're doing well. Greetings from Southern California. I got a lot of Southern California people in here. I love that, man. Whereabouts in Southern California? You don't have to give me like your exact address. The hat is stupid, FYI. I mean, Jason, it made you stop and say something. It clearly, it made an impact on your day that you decided, let me tell this guy his hat's stupid. So I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Are we talking about the Jets organization being special? I mean, it's part of it. Really, when you think about it, this is one big Orange County. Nice. Someone finally said your hat was special needs. I mean, I think a lot of people have. Peace and love. I love the hat. Thank you, GTA 6. It did. There you go. Who's the best dog, Brian Griffin or Snoopy? Dude, you can't. I don't think you could beat Snoopy. I mean, Brian Griffin is funny. Brian Griffin is, like, obviously, probably has more range of jokes. But I don't know if you could top Snoopy. I just don't think it's possible. Orange County, nice. The only time I went to California, I did the whole like Pacific Coast Highway. I got to go back. I owe myself a trip to California. My special teams needs to. My team special needs to with injuries. The 49ers. The 49ers aren't in the same ballpark. You should go to a bar and wear that hat. You might pick up some girls. No, it doesn't work. Trust me, Mike. I've tried. In that one episode, he sleeps on Peter's grave. Who? Special needs doesn't stop you from consequences. You fuck with the wrong people. That's the thing, Derek. I'm not like, he'll find out at some point. You can't go in people's streams and threaten them like that. And I was just like, obviously I deal with special needs pretty closely with my sister. So it's just like, I felt bad. I got to the point I had to just block the guy. Like it gets to a point where like, I feel bad for somebody to the point where I'm not going to keep going back and forth with them. LOL, love the hat. Thanks, Lysac. Hey, see, it's really like either people come in here and say they love the hat or they say I look like an idiot. So I appreciate that. Once in a while, getting hey, I like the hat is a good change of pace. Hey, my brother has special needs and he is not there mentally. Yeah, Connor, it's sad, man. Like, especially when you've dealt with it your whole life, it's just you got a different view on it. Cats or dogs. I like both, pork chop. I would say like I can't really discriminate. I'd prefer a dog. Like if I had to get one myself, I'd get a dog. Have you tried a dick? That's good. A dick insider. I like that. Daily reminder, you look like an idiot with that hat. Thanks, Connor. Thanks for being consistent at least. Would you consider Kristaps Porzingis a bust? That's a really good question. Valid use of block still gay though. Thanks, Morts. I don't know if I'd call him a bust. I mean, he's had a pretty decent career, but he never really became like what he was projected. I think it's like kind of a middle ground there. Like he's had a long career, like a little bit of longevity there, but didn't become like not number 4 overall pick level. But that also was a terrible draft. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? I do. A dog, what? I do. I think like it'd be kind of insane for there not to be life outside of Earth. Oh man. That's the gayest hat I've ever seen. Thanks, Solar Flame. I'm gonna guess 2027 Super Bowl will be the Browns and Cowboys. Yeah, well, I don't know what you've been smoking lately, my guy, but I respect it. Con has potential to be better overall than Clay. Would you agree? 100%. I think Colin Knappel. Sorry, that fucking dude. I drank one of those. Like, have you ever seen it? It's like the really hardcore liquid magnesium citrate. I drank one. And it's totally fucking me up. But I agree with you, Derek, 100%. I think Colin Knappel's got more potential than Klay Thompson, 100%. How do you feel about Tom Brady? Everyone either loves him or hates him. I mean, he ruined my childhood, but I think as an announcer, he's pretty good. I don't dislike Tom Brady like when I hear him on TV. Let's go Jets, baby. Let's go. Do you ever think the hat would get so much heat? I kind of planned on it, Kills and Thrills. That's kind of like what I thought was going to happen when I originally put it on. Would you want Jared Allen on your team? I think Jared Allen's a great center. I think, like, he does all the dirty work. He grabs rebounds. I would love Jared Allen. That hat is too small for your head. I know. Like, I really need to get a bigger one. It's a little tiny. TB12 is the GOAT. He is. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. I can't argue with that. I don't like the player. Like, do a backflip in that big-ass hat play. You think I can do a backflip? I absolutely cannot do a backflip. I am so unbelievably unathletic. Like I played sports in high school. Like, I was a good athlete, like, because I had good hand-eye coordination. But other than that, fucking miserable athlete, like, in terms of straight athleticism. Jets butt fumble sums up their poverty franchise. You're not wrong. Connor, you ever look up the play after that? Look up the play after the butt fumble. It was almost worse. I don't dislike Tom Brady, but what the hell is he doing on the Raiders? I don't know what's going on with him in the Raiders. New nickname for Con the Don. That rolls off the tongue pretty well. That could work. Con the Don could work. I respect people and their boundaries. Personally, I dislike the Jets. I love Dallas. That's fair. I'm looking for a T56 transmission for a Camaro. I don't think you're going to find one here, but I'm sure somewhere on the internet there's one. Did you hear the Steelers are begging Aaron Rodgers to come back so they could be 8-8 and make the playoffs? I mean, the Steelers really don't. What other option do the Steelers had? I don't really know what else they could do. They'll probably draft a quarterback, but other than that, I don't know. Yo, I went to the NBA Hall of Fame last Thursday, and ate a Golden Corral, but I made the hardest decision of my life. I had bought a Celtics hat, but it's the Hall of Fame exclusive memorabilia, so I got it. That's a good, I think that's a good purchase. I've never been to the Basketball Hall of Fame. I want to do the thing where, like, you shoot on all the baskets. As a Steelers fan, if Aaron Rodgers comes back, I might shoot myself. But Connor, who's a better option? What else is out there for a quarterback? I got Stone. Look back at some only Ric Flair matches. He was a nutcase in the early 2000s. He was. Dude, Ric Flair, like, he had his comeback, like, when he came back, like, to the WWE, obviously when WCW closed, he really put on some matches at his age. Like, maybe he looked older than he actually was at the time, but he put on some fucking matches where I'm like, damn, bro, this guy's crazy. He took a fucking superplex off he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match when he was like 60 years old. What a fucking, like, what a maniac. Truly, like, some of the things that Ric Flair did were legitimately insane. Trailer Trash Luigi is funny. That's good. I like that. I don't care who's a better option. He better not come back. Why not? I mean, Connor, that's the problem. Like, who's going to run that offense better than Aaron Rodgers? I just don't know if there's a better option. What I meant is the Steelers are afraid of being mediocre like the Raiders or Jets. Yeah, I mean, the Steelers are going to keep trying to go for it. They should just blow it up and, like, be bad for a couple of years, but they're not going to. Imagine Ric Flair and Flash Gordon duo. They'd look the exact same. They're the same person. Do some meth and go, here we go. Oh my God. I'm on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Got good Wi-Fi out there, huh? Vince vs. Hogan, WrestleMania 19 was the battle of the anabolic boomers. Dude, that was truly like having, like, your two fucking grandfathers that, you know, both worked out for a year and did steroids. Like, that match, I watched WrestleMania 19 recently. Like, for two guys who were up there in age, they put on a pretty decent match. Like, they did what they had to do. Like, I like your sense of humor, dude. Appreciate it, Johnny boy. Yeah, Trailer Park Luigi's pretty funny. That's a first. People usually call me Luigi, but throwing the Trailer Park thing in there, I like it. That's good. I might even run with that. Bruh, satellites. The reason why I said the hat purchase was the hardest because you're a self-hating New Englander. I respect that. Jets win the Super Bowl this year, yeah, and then you're going to shut your Xbox off. Look, I love the Jets as much as anybody. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Steelers can't find anyone else. They need Rodgers. Exactly. I agree 100%. Not to mention, like, you look at that division as a whole, like, it's not impossible to think the Steelers are going to win that division again next year. Like, the Ravens could be better. Like, obviously, the Ravens, Lamar Jackson wasn't healthy a year ago, but kind of a transition phase for them. And Lamar Jackson, the older he gets, the less useful he's going to be with his legs. Well, Connor, what's your other option? Tell me what the option is. Because Connor, I don't think I don't think those Steelers are in a place to just give up right now. I don't think they need to. My name is Nilla. Nice. Have you ever seen Manute Bol versus William the Fridge Perry Celebrity Boxing? It's hilarious. I never have. I didn't know they boxed. Why would Manute Bol do that? I feel like that's just a terrible idea for Manute Bol. Huh. I've never seen that. Did not know that was a thing. That's something I'm gonna have to look up after the stream because I had no idea those two box. Um, Aaron Rodgers didn't do well with who we have. I mean, Connor, like, you got to look at it. Like, you have to. I think you have to have a little self awareness and realize the Steelers were miserable. Like, I think Aaron Rodgers took the Steelers farther than anybody could have. Like, the Steelers were not good. Unless the Steelers want to trade for Anthony Richardson, since yeah, I mean, I wouldn't touch Anthony Richardson. Like I want like I know I'm gonna say this right now and the Jets are gonna end up with him, but I think Anthony Richardson is horrible. I don't think he's good at all. He was like 8 feet tall, 200 pounds, like 6'3", 500 pounds. They look like the number 10 fighting each other. Yeah, I don't know why Manute Bol was like tall and skinny. Like you're fighting a fucking defensive lineman. What like I don't understand the point of that. Ravens defense is going to be terrifying this season. That's my prediction. We bring it back to our roots. Why? Who are they going to get? Like, the Ravens defense was like the opposite of terrifying a year ago. They were not very good. I think the Buffalo head coach is a better option for Pittsburgh. Who? What is this? A makeup brush? Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Big ass hat boy. What's up, man? The Raiders and Geno Smith got this in the bag next season. What, another number one pick? Fucking Fernando Mendoza is going to be their quarterback. Another awesome hat. Thanks, Fabio. Mike McCarthy's going to lead us to 10-7, and we get first rounded. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like Mike McCarthy was not a very surprising hire for the Steelers. It's just like I can't believe Mike McCarthy keeps getting opportunities. Oh, you're talking about Brian Dable? Where did Brian Dable end up? The Eagles, right? Dable ended up. No, where did he end up? Anybody know? The Titans, right? Tennessee. Prime versus Prime, Westbrook or Rose, delete one from history. Like, who did I think was better? That's a good question because, like, Derrick Rose was so good. I have a tough time saying Russell Westbrook wasn't better than Derrick Rose. Like, Derrick Rose was unbelievable that one year, but I don't know, man. Russell Westbrook, when Kevin Durant left town, that side of Russell Westbrook was unbelievable. Coach Prime needs to be the coach for the Browns. Well, that would be a total. Coach Prime doesn't even run Colorado very well. I don't think he'd run. I think the Browns would be a complete clown show if Deion Sanders ended up there. I actually love. So let me tell you, I love what Deion Sanders has done for Colorado. Like I think he's put Colorado on the map. He's made it like a premier destination. I think it's great the way he's run the program. I think he's a phenomenal college coach. I think there was a lot of things that went on there, and I mean in terms of like. When I talk about in terms of it being a clown show, I think Deion could coach in the NFL. He should not coach for his son. Like he should not be running the team with his son because things happen there at Colorado that like was very clearly like biased towards having a son. Like in the NFL, I don't think that would fly very well. I think Deion Sanders, like I said, I think he's a great leader for like kids in college. I think, now that his son's gone, I think he could focus up a little bit more. I never liked the idea of him coaching his son. Don't be surprised when the Raiders let Fernando Mendoza pick slip out from underneath them. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be insane. God, I hate coaches that favor kids in football. Personal experience. Connor, the best thing I did growing up with like baseball was I started playing for organizations that like the coaches didn't have any kids on the team. The best thing you could do is get away from like that shit where like the coaches have a son. I played for a couple coaches that didn't favor their son by any means, but a lot of them do. Smokey the Bear or McGruff, how am I going to choose between those two? That's crazy, man. I can't choose. But yeah, Connor, a lot of like, political bullshit with like dads coaching their sons. It's just never good. I think that Prime will be better off with the Ravens. I don't think Deion Sanders is going to be coaching in the NFL anytime soon. Fernando Mendoza is basically a Raider already. Like, if they could announce it today, they would. Smoke crack off a hooker's ass. Go do it. I just don't think I'm going to do that. Are you a YN? Do I hold on? What? What a question. I was 80 times better at corner, and his douche of a son took my spot 1 second place next year for the rival team. Yeah, Connor, I've had shit like that happen to me. I played on a team one summer, and the coach's son was a first baseman, and I was also a first baseman. So the coach's son played. I ended up leaving, and the year after, I threw a complete game 2-hit shutout against this team in one of the Memorial Day tournaments. So listen, it's always good. Revenge is sweet. Hey Jets boy, I'm super gay right now. Good for you. Had 2 50-yard pick sixes. Nice. Jets suck, and so does that hat. No shot you come in here as a Bengals fan going, your team sucks, right? There's no way. Deion Sanders' ego is too big to coach in the NFL. I kind of agree with that. I think Deion's maybe not his ego, more so his personality. I don't think his personality fits well. Like, I think a lot of like professional football players would not like. I don't think they would like playing for a guy like Deion. I think in college it works great. I think he's a phenomenal. Like, I think he's phenomenal at leading kids. I think he does a great job. Like I said, he's turned Colorado into the Hollywood of the West, like of the mountains. Excuse me. Like, truly, I think what he's done at Colorado is great. Don't think he's an NFL level head coach. Remember how I said I've never been to an MLB field to watch a game? Where are you going, Will? Flay, how do you really know you're a New York fan? You haven't been faking it this whole time? Something to think about. Good point, Derek. I could be faking this shit. Truly. I mean, I can tell you about like the most heartbreaking moments of my life. I've had like so many. Hold on, guys. I gotta do what I did yesterday where I go take a piss. I'm not gonna let you guys see that. I'm gonna shut the mic off while I piss. I've been holding in a piss for like 10 minutes. I've been drinking a ton of water because like you gotta like that's how you make that shit work. So let's see. Hold on. Definitely not showing this. Hold on, the mic's going off in 3, 2, 1. We're almost done here. All right, we're done. Hold on, gotta get back to my streaming spot. Give me 1 second. Gotta set right back up in my office. And we're back. Will, who are you going to see at Fenway? I mean, but who would they be playing? Do you have any idea? Like, that's pretty cool, man. I will say to me, like in like Fenway, I visited Fenway a couple times. Like, I like other stadiums better than I like Fenway Park, but Fenway's like the history of it's very cool, and like when you see the Green Monster for the first time, it's quite the sight. Mike wasn't off. We heard everything. Connor, I saw you say, "What if we all said the mic was on?" Like I was still reading chat. The end splash, dude. The fucking flow was good there. I've been drinking some water. I've been fucking hydrating, boys. Like that fucking, the flow was unbelievable. What? Oh my gosh, your head is hilarious. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate that. Yeah, are you talking about like, is my face all fucked up or is it the hat? If he didn't piss in the toilet, he did in his mouth. I'd have to have a pretty damn good. I'd have to have a pretty nice sized cock to do that. But like, how would that even work, Derek? Like, what am I shooting it straight up in the air? Oops, I meant hat. I got you, Dana. I appreciate that. Dana, what are you up to tonight? Who's your favorite number one man of all time? What do you mean by number one man? What does that mean? Like the Angry Birds movie. They made an Angry Birds movie? That was a thing. I thought that was like a fever dream. Angry Birds movie? That was made? That was actually a movie? Voice to text type head. I meant hat. I got you. No, I got what you were saying, Dana. But what do you got going on tonight? What's up, dude? Dana. That's crazy, dude. What's up, dude? Hope you're having a wonderful day. For $1 million, would you lose your taste for 5 years? 100%. I would lose my taste for 10 years. I think the taste is one of those things like if I lost my taste, I would just like, eat stuff that would make me like jacked. Like I would eat so healthy. Tailspin or dark-winged duck? I don't know what either one of those are. I'm doing something icky, putting together flowers for my brother's funeral on Saturday. I'm sorry to hear that, Dana. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. That's horrible. But I'm really sorry about that. I hope I can be here. I hope I could be here to entertain you for a little bit then. But that's horrible. I'm very sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss. I'm sure your brother was a great guy. But if I could sit here and put a smile on your face for a little bit, that would make me happy today. I told you, dude. Rosie, what the fuck? What is the small head? It's a little bit of both. I'd say small head mixed with a little bit of an oversized hat. Bro didn't watch cartoons as a kid. Who? Me? As a kid, well, Angry Birds. Angry Birds was a game when I was in like high school. But they made two Angry Birds movies that came out in 2016 and 2019. They made three Angry Birds movies, and I never even heard about any of them. I am so lost on movies. I did not even know any of them existed. Thank you, sweet. Of course, Dana. Absolutely. Um, that's tough. I'm sorry. Again, I'm very sorry for your loss. That's horrible. But Angry Birds movies, like genuinely, I didn't. I've been lost in the sauce, man. I guess I just haven't been paying enough attention. Your white card is revoked because I don't know about the Angry Birds movies. Listen. To be fair, you're not wrong, Charles. Like I don't think like I think it's very fair. I'm not even like arguing with you. He was awesome. You're very sweet. I appreciate. Yeah, Dana. Like I'm sure he was. Again, very sorry for your loss. Do you have propane in your area, bro? What do you mean? Do I have propane in my area? I'm sure like I could find propane. I have a grill. Ever had shawarma? I don't think I have. What kind of shape is your shitter in? It's like a couple, like maybe 2 years old. I don't know. It's pretty good. Tailspin and Darkwing or Dark. I've never heard of either one of them. Parachute ass hat. If I fell out of a plane, I'm pretty sure I'd be all right with this thing. Flay needs to watch more movies. I don't watch movies. I watch sports and like I used to watch TV shows. You ever poop in the top tank? I can't say I have, and I don't think I'm ever gonna try. Big hat. Techni, what's up? Can I get videos of you twerking with clothes on and three without? And can I get 5 videos of you? Dude, I think you're on the wrong website here, Papermate. I think any of those that I posted would get me banned, so probably not. Some states in the U.S. do not have propane. Is that a real thing? I did not know that. Well, in New York, we have propane. Why is your hat so small? I don't know. I ordered the big one and they sent this. Like, you can't trust anybody nowadays. Bro, put it in order. I put it in order? What, for propane? I knew a guy that took a dump in the sink at Del Taco. Bro, that's so fucked up. Like the employees that had to like go in there and clean that shit out. Literally, like not even like literally clean that shit out. If I use your face for homeless AI porn, would you be upset? I'd probably be pretty upset. I mean, how would you even do that? Midwest states have everything legal. Oh, thank you. You did put a smile on my face. I have to get back to my flower arranging. I just had to tell you how adorable your hat is. Have a fantastic evening, darling. Dana, I hope everything's good. Like again, sorry for your loss. I hope I made your day a little bit. I truly do. Thank you for stopping by. Age of consent is 16 where you live? That's insane. Is it really? I thought that was like a federal thing. I guess no, it isn't. That's crazy, dude. Yo, your head is small as hell. Yeah, I know, man. You know, when you have a small brain, your head doesn't really grow that big around it. So it's the pains of having a brain as small as mine. Brother is trying to move. Who's trying to move? Oh, oh, because of the Ohio thing. Oh, wait a minute. That went right over T. James. That went right over my head. Absolutely not. You know how to drive a stick shift? I do. Um, I haven't done it in years though. I mean, I'm sure I could probably just sit in and do it. Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard, but it's been a while since I've driven one. Yo, did you hear about WWE new face of the biz? His name is Trick Williams. Dude, Trick Williams and fucking dude, some of these like guys that are coming up right now, I think Trick Williams is awesome, dude. I love Trick Williams. It's a ghost. Damn. Am I that pale right now? The picture frame behind you is moving? Which one? I think I'm just shaking. If 6'7" was a person, it's crazy. Um, who are the Jets picking up with the second pick in the draft? I have no idea. Um, I don't know. Probably it's probably gonna end up being Arvell Reese, but I'm not. I like the Jets and Ohio State linebackers don't go well together. You ever wonder who has the bright idea of selling massive hats at sports games? Yeah, the Islanders did it. That's what got me into this in the first place. Um, did you get that hat from Timu? And you got the XXXL size hat. No, it's a Noggin Moss hat. Good. You ever see the Harlem Globetrotters? I saw them a couple times. I went to I saw the Harlem Globetrotters three separate times. Great show. I went as a kid a couple times, and I went when I was in college because they came up to my school and there was nothing else going on. Flay's not as pale as Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's pretty damn pale. Do you know anything about cricket? I know almost nothing about cricket. It looks very intense. It looks like a very hard sport. It looks like an interesting one. I don't know a thing about it. Arvell Reese is a prodigy. I mean, I'm sure he's a great football player. It's just the Jets and Ohio State linebackers. It's not a personal thing at all. It's just like we had Vernon Golston, Darren Lee again. Darren Lee, who's now in jail on charges of murdering his girlfriend. It's crazy. Dat Boy Juice. Everybody comes in here every day. That guy is the most popular person on earth. Shout out Dixon my ass. Free Garrett Wilson. He needs a better team. What the fuck does that mean, Connor? What the hell, man? What's Jim Duggan's favorite thing about Vegas? The hose. Dude, Pork Chop. You know what's something I've watched more, like so much more than I want to admit? Is Jim Duggan coming back? I think it was the 2012 Royal Rumble. Like that pop for him was unbelievable. Like he was like probably the best part of the entire Royal Rumble. Like when he did the USA chant and like the whole thing was unbelievable. Show us a damn ceiling fan. I don't have a ceiling fan down here. I have one upstairs. They were saying that Max Crosby is the best third round pick in draft history. I'd have to look into that, Mike, because I'm sure there's other people who were drafted in the third round, but Max Crosby's a damn good player. I need to see those screws. Why do you need to see the screws? Garrett Wilson would be a top receiver if he wasn't a damn Jet. He is a top receiver. I saw a video that was about dissing you and making fun of you. It was on Shorts. Dissing me and making fun of me? Honestly, I'd be pretty. If anybody was dissing me and making fun of me, I think I would be pretty flattered by that, to be honest. Like, that means somebody's thinking about me. Jim's super underrated. He should have been tag champs with Eugene in like 2005. He came back for it. Yeah. Well, they were saying, I don't know, Pork Chop. You ever hear the story about him and the Sandman? Like they were supposed to be the tag team champions. It's at over 5K views, but I don't know if that's legit. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like pork chop. Sandman had an interview recently. I saw it where he was like they were gonna put the tag team titles on him and Jim Duggan. And they like both looked at each other and it was like they're both old guys. Like neither one of them could do the hot tag. Um, no, he said like I think it's a well confirmed story that they were gonna put the tag titles on Sandman and Jim Duggan but neither one of them wanted to do all the work because they were both old at the end of their careers. Like it just wouldn't have worked. You couldn't put like two old guys like that in the ring together, as in a tag team. Like I think they both wanted to do like more tag team wrestling because they were both up there and kind of beat up, and putting them together would just be like neither one of them were going to do everything. Whether they get teabagged or take Paul Skeen's fastball to the nuts. Ooh, can I at least wear a cup? What do you think of all the wrestlers coming out and giving AJ Styles a standing ovation, but not John Cena? I understand. John Cena's like, dude, John Cena's fucking running around the world now. Like, I think Cena could. I think you could see John Cena induct AJ Styles into the Hall of Fame. Although I'd much rather see somebody from TNA. Like, I'd rather see like I don't know who even, but I saw how tall Caitlin Clark is at the Basketball Hall of Fame. She's taller than me. Caitlin Clark's tall, dude. She's absolutely no slouch. Abyss would be a good one. I agree with that. I think like Chris Park, like I don't think he has to put all the shit on, but like he's a great talker. He's somebody who could stand up there and do the induction. I think that would be actually a great throwback. Um, I actually think that would be the perfect choice. Him, even Kurt Angle wouldn't be too bad. Him and Kurt Angle had pretty good feuds in TNA. Robert Roode, Bobby Roode's not a bad one either. There's a lot of guys from the TNA days. I mean, personally, um, what do you say? Yeah, just was you having your big hat on your head and a really really small hat on your crotch. That's actually hilarious. If that was a real thing, that would be hilarious. Honestly, the guy like I guess you could do like a Samoa Joe, like if like they could get Samoa Joe or Christopher Daniels or something. Um, You ever Art? I think his overall character is underrated. I really liked when he did the dopey lawyer gimmick in TNA. Came in a different character after bleeding. Dude, pork chop. I think like all those years, I think the Abyss character, like you said, was a very underrated character. It had great depth. It was a great like you were intrigued every week by what the fuck was gonna happen with him. And just the depth and the acting of like the man himself. Like the like you said, the Joseph Park character was so good. Like that was unbelievably incredible. Like I thought that like that payoff should have been so much better. Like TNA had some really good storylines at that time, but I think the Joseph Park one, like that he was like it was the multiple personalities of Abyss. I like genuinely was such good TV and such good acting, and like you said, the blood turning him into Abyss was phenomenal. Like I'm with you 100% on that. I think that was a phenomenal gimmick. D'Lo Brown, Jeff Hardy, Sting should induct. I don't think Sting should induct AJ Styles. I think there's plenty of other guys that would make good inductions. Like we said, Abyss, Chris Park, Bobby Roode. I think like a Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. I think there's plenty of people that could do it, especially now that TNA is basically what WCW was. Like it's part of WWE now. Like there's so many things. AJ Styles is like his career is so long. I'm trying to think of somebody that like connected with both. Yeah, that spinning slam, the black hole slam, unbelievable. Just a phenomenal finisher. It looked so cool. Like it was super impactful. Sting Candies and yeah, AEW. Do you remember Hernandez, the border dude? Pork chop. Do you remember the border toss he gave to Gail Kim? That's like one of like the I cringe every time I see that when he border tossed Gail Kim. Like was unfucking believable. Like he fucking launched her, dude. It's amazing she didn't get hurt. Did you hear Stephen A. Smith say that Donald Trump's speech was a shit show? I actually didn't see anything about what Stephen A. Smith said. I saw like a clip where he said like where he talked about the U.S. hockey team, but I didn't see the whole thing. Honestly, I didn't watch the whole interview. I just saw like a little clip from it. I didn't see anything he said. Stephen calling someone else a shit show is peak irony. No, it is. Like, listen, Stephen A. Smith. Like, I respect Stephen A. Smith. I respect what he's done. But like, giving a shit about what Stephen A. Smith has to say in this day and age, like, I don't know, man. I think first take that whole like the whole idea of like these sports, but like him, Colin Cowherd, Craig Carton, all these guys, like I think that whole like generation of like, sports shock jocks is just over with. Let's see. Stephen A. Smith is also a fake ass Steelers fan. Thoughts on the lottery, such as Powerball and Mega Millions specifically. John Taffer official. Hold on a minute. Oh, nope, not the real John Taffer. Um, I think it's such a scam. The lottery and everything. Like, I don't understand why anybody would buy lottery tickets. I've never understood that. That's like, to me, that's like the lowest form of gambling. And I'm somebody who bets on sports every day. I would never go anywhere near scratch offs, lottery, or stuff like that. It's the biggest scam. So can Samoa Joe. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess none of those AEW guys are going to do it. He's made a career out of having stupid takes. I respect the hustle, but the guy's a gummy brain. Yeah, I mean, gummy bear brain. I agree. Like I said, the guys I named, Pork Chop, like I said, the Craig Cartons, the Colin Cowards, the Stephen A. Smiths, these guys that like Skip Bayless, these guys who like have made a career off of just being loud and obnoxious about the things they say and say outlandish shit. To me, that just doesn't fly. Like I don't find that entertaining anymore. I don't care anymore. Like that's why I think Craig Carton's been such a disaster since he came back to WFAN. These guys don't have like people want to hear like knowledgeable people talk about stuff. And yeah, maybe like they have a little bit of outlandish stuff to say. Maybe they put a little flavor on it. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, the Braves are going to be terrible this year, and this is why. Like I'm not fucking terrified of Matt. Like shit like that. At least like have reasons and say things like with some substance. These guys don't say anything with substance. Like guys like Stephen A. Smith. Like I said, I can name them all again. Like there's no substance to anything they say. They're just loud and say things that get people to go, oh, that's not true. Like it's just like the whole idea of it is just horrible nowadays. The lottery is extra tax for the poor. I think that's how they pay people in secret government hiding. Yeah, I don't know what the lottery does, like genuinely. Are you exhausted? I am, but I'm going to stick it out for a little bit. Stephen A. Smith is cringeworthy? Yeah, he is. I think Stephen A. Smith just realized that Donald Trump is crazy. I mean, two things, Mike. For one, I'm not trying to defend anything he said because I didn't hear a word he said, to be honest. I didn't hear anything. Um, Two, I'm not surprised you're gonna be like, yeah, he said bad things about Donald Trump. Like, I fucking love Stephen A. Smith. No, I'm just messing around. Um, no, I didn't hear a word he said about it, honestly. All I heard was what he said about the U.S. hockey team. What about Jim Rome? Jim Rome's in the same category of all that. Jim Rome just says everything with like, he'll be like, the Dodgers are gonna be back in the World Series. Like, he just has this, like, all he does is like say things in like cadence to like make it sound more intense than what it is. Like I ordered a Krispy Kreme donut and they gave me a jelly. Like, all right, man. Like everything he says like sounds more intense than what it actually is. Like, again, Jim Rome's another one that I don't think has much substance to anything he says. Plus Stephen A. Smith. I mean, that was hilarious that Stephen A. Smith made an appearance. What was that? General Hospital. The hockey joke was kind of funny. I don't even what hockey joke. Yeah, that's Jim Rome is just like he just says everything like the women's hockey joke. Yeah, I mean I don't know. I think like I wouldn't even say it was like distasteful. I think like I personally I love the women's hockey team. I think like that was just as like I don't know. I thought it was weird. That's about it. But guys, I am gonna hop off for the night. Tomorrow night I'm gonna do a much longer stream. Friday night going into the weekend, I got nothing going on. I'm not really feeling well right now. This fucking citrate really fucked me up. It's like got me all fucking like backed up. But I'll